Pierre Gasly explains what it takes to win on the track of the French Grand Prix. The French Grand Prix returns to the F1 calendar after a 10-year absence this weekend, but Circuit Paul Ricard has not hosted the race since 1990. Pierre Gasly wasn't born for another 6 years, but the Toro Rosso driver is one of the few on the grid with experience of the Castellet track. Gasly won on his first visit in the French F4 Championship in 2011. He qualified on pole 3 years later when he had progressed to the Formula Renault 3.5 series, only to be pipped in the race by another current F1 star in Carlos Sainz. Ahead of his home Grand Prix, the 22-year-old told Sportsmail what it takes to master the 5.8 km layout. "It's difficult to set up the car properly because you've got low, medium and very high-speed corners," he said. "You cannot get the perfect balance, so it's about compromise and driver preference. It's tough on the tires here with lots of long corners, especially in the last sector, putting a lot of energy through them. That will be a big factor in the race and probably make things more exciting than people expect. Because there are lots of chicanes, if you push for the first one you are slow in the second one and vice versa, so it's about finding the right balance and knowing when to attack. Turn 1 and 2 for example. You're better to slow down a bit for the first corner to really open up the second and maximize the exit. It's a similar approach in turns 3, 4 and 5 and the last 2 corners. It's big braking for the chicanes, so the main overtaking spot will be after the first DRS, drag reduction system, zone into the first corner. It doesn't look easy, but it's not impossible. It's not going to be worse than Monaco. It will be more exciting than people think, and it's better to keep low expectations and be surprised in a good way. I'll make sure we see a few overtakes. The last section is great, a quick left coming to the last hairpin before the finish line where they have opened the entry, so that's another overtaking opportunity. Turn 10 is flat out at 320 kph, so that will be fun too. It's going to be very tough for all of us. Turn 11, a really long right. I remember from Formula Renault in 2014 that was really tough with lots of G-force. In these F1 beasts that will be a proper test.